Okay, we're on step 172, and now we're going to slide the motor mount into the boat tail. And what we need to do is to mark where those rings are, so you can, kind of see them right here, because we need to put an epoxy line inside of here as we glue these together. So I'm marking the outside here, and then right here. And they don't have to be pretty. It's just to allow you to put the epoxy inside. So I'm going to mix up some epoxy, and I'll be right back. Okay, my epoxy's mixed up. Now I'm just going to put it on a dowel and smear it on the inside of the tube. Okay, so that's that end, and then this end. All right, so we're going to slide this in, and then we're going to rotate it around. So there's this notch right here on the centering ring. This is CR3. That little notch needs to go on the alignment line right here. So when you push it in, make sure that it's there. And that coupler edge that we used as a double should be right there as well. All right, so then check on this side to see that no epoxy has gotten into our hole for the igniter, because we don't want that clogged. So if there's any in there, go ahead and clean that out right now. The next thing we want to do is we want to take our body tube, and we're not going to glue this in place, but it can be a little bit floppy, and we want to make sure that it's nice and straight. So we're going to slide it onto the tube, and this coupler is a little tight. My daughter's calling. Now I need to make sure that it's in the right spot, and so I'm going to pull it back out because that's really tight, because it's important that that little notch there is aligned here. In fact, what I might do is I might just tack it in place with a little bit of CA glue. Hit it with some CA or a kicker. There we go. I'm just going to leave it like that. The whole purpose of this is just to make sure that that tube is nice and centered in the boat tail while the epoxy is curing. And so this is going to take 15 minutes, so I'll be back after that, and then we're going to glue this one on. Okay, in step 172, we had glued the engine mount into the boat tail using epoxy. Our next step is to put this back on, and I just pulled it off. The shoulder right here is kind of tight, so I'm going to sand it a little bit, but I also want to put in some super glue there to kind of lock that in place so that it's easier to sand. So I'm just going to get some super glue and put it on there. All right, before I hit it with the accelerator, I'm going to wipe off anything on the outside, because then I don't have to sand that off. Hit the accelerator. Kind of pushing it against my stomach so that I can push it down against that shoulder. All right, so now I'm going to take some rough sandpaper and sand that down. It'll make it a lot easier to get this tube on and to rotate it, because we have to rotate it around in the right position. That's better. Still kind of snug, but that's okay. All right, so in step 173, we're going to put it in, and then we're going to take a pencil and go down here along the inside, and we're going to mark, because this is going to be our epoxy line. All right, I'm going to sand the inside of this as well. It's getting kind of beat up. Try not to knock that out. We just want to know where that hole is, because once this epoxy dries, our next step is to drill a hole. I'm going to mix up some epoxy, and we're going to glue this in place. Okay, I'm just putting it right behind the line. Okay, I don't know if you can see that in there, but I put epoxy in there, and now I'm going to put epoxy on the shoulder. A little easier to do with a spatula type thing. Just kind of smear it on there. This right here is where the cutout's going to go, and we don't want to bond the cutout to this part here. So in this area, try to put the epoxy down here, so that when you slide it up, it's down here. So I don't glue that door into place. Everywhere else, smear it around pretty good. All right, so now let's put it together. Again, what we're going to do is that little alignment line that's etched into the boat tail has to line up with this line here. With epoxy, you can smooth things around, because what that does is it aligns all these cutouts for the fins. We had a lot of epoxy ooze out here, so we're going to take that off. And then I'm going to use some alcohol and wipe it down as well. And like I said, we don't want to glue this down to the shoulder. Okay, and then double check on this side here, and if there's excess, kind of smear it around, make a good epoxy fillet in there. You got to be careful not to get epoxy up here at the front end, because our nose cone, that's where the shoulder is going to be, and we don't want any epoxy in there that's going to prevent the shoulder from going on. See, remember, here's our shoulder, and the shoulder is going to go on that deep. And you can see our centering ring is right there, and so it's going to be really close. You know, we only got like about 1/2 inch. So if there's any epoxy on the inside here, wipe that off. All right, so we got to let this harden. This is 15-minute epoxy, so I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Okay, the epoxy is hard, and this is on there. Our next step is 174, and we need to drill a hole through the shoulder. We're going to use that hole right there as the location. So this is a 5/32 drill bit. Just going to, hopefully I can drill a nice hole. Excellent. Okay, so that's 174. 175 is to remove the eBay. So now we can cut through the bands right here. All right, and our hole looks pretty good. I'm going to attack that with some CA. First of all, I want to put this down. I'm going to re-drill the hole, clean it up a little bit. Don't go in too deep so that you're going to hit the motor tube. Just deep enough to go through the hole. Now, take off the paper that's left on there. Okay, step 176, run a bead of thin CA between the boat tail shoulder and the body tube. So that's along here. And then we need to remove those little tabs. Okay, so in step 176, we also need to run a bead of glue, medium glue, between the forward edge of the shoulder and the cardstock centering ring. Here's the forward edge of the shoulder. So I'm going to go along here. I'm going to do it on both sides. Now, if you want to run a bead of glue between the sled and the tube wall, you can. I'm going to go ahead and just do a small one. Okay, so step 177 is to cut the remaining part of the coupler. And what we're interested in are these two long strips, because that's in step 177. So I'm going to cut these out. And you'll notice that they have etch lines on them. These get glued on the inside of the eBay. This is going to make a little shelf. So you'll see that it has a bend in the etch line. That's going to go right up under here. And the etch line is to kind of mark the the halfway point. So that's going to get glued right there with some thick CA glue, medium. Okay, so just be careful not to cover your slots, although it's not the end of the world if you do, because the fin tabs aren't very deep. Okay, so that's step 177, and then 178 is we're going to take this piece right here and then this piece. Okay, so this has an etched line right here, and that's going to be glued on the cover plate between the two etched lines. Just take some medium thick CA glue and align those, and just make sure it's straight here like that, and press it down and allow that to cure. And so that is through step 178. In step 179, we're going to start putting the fins on. Okay, here in step 179, it's time to attach these fins. Now you have the option to remove the little weld lines where the fins go. You don't have to. We're going to fill underneath the edges with epoxy. So there could be a little gap, and you could fill it with epoxy, or you might want to take off the weld lines like I did here so they fit a little bit more flush. So the way we do this, if you want to remove the weld lines, is put the fin on. The little tabs will go into the slots. Now also inspect the bottoms. Previously when we assembled these, there was a little raised area right here where this spar came out. So what I had to do was to take a little file and file those flat. You'll have to do that. The one slot back here is going to go over here. You'll notice that it has a little notch in it, and that's for that centering ring on the inside. So that's going to go in there. You're going to lay it in the slots like this. You want to push it as far forward as you can, because we want this fin to be nice and flush with the edge of the tube, so that when we put our nose cone on, these fins align as perfect as possible. Okay. And then take your knife and cut through that piece of plastic on both sides. And there's two of them. And then take your knife and go underneath and pry it up. Like that. So now I have a little gap there. And I'll do the same thing down here. Okay. Now, you're going to do that for all the fins. We're going to take the big primary fin guide, and we're going to slide it over the tube somewhere near the back weld line. And then this other one, the secondary alignment guide, which is labeled S2, that's going to go on the front, and it's just going to butt up right up against that front weld line. Then we'll take our fin, find the slot that it's going to go into, so it's going to go into that slot there. We'll have to rotate this around. Then I'll have to rotate my front one around. I'm just testing the fit. Okay, so I got it in my slots, and that looks good, and I want to see if I can slide it as far forward as I can. Okay, so that's where it's going to go. Now I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to use some medium thick CA and put a bead of glue down the middle. And then I'm going to try to keep it off the surface of the tube as long as possible until I get it to the very edge. And then I'll bring it down and get it into my slots. Okay, that one's in, that one's in. Oh, that looks really nice. It's nice and tight. We're going to do this for all four fins, and then once they're all on, we're going to get it ready for epoxy to fill any gaps on the bottom. All right, so that was my first fin, and I got to remove the rest of my weld lines. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, on step 179, I've got all my fins in place. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the alignment guides. And the last part of 79 says, once they're all in place, run a small bead of medium CA down each edge. That's to kind of lock them in place. We are still going to come back with epoxy and fill any gaps. So this I'm making it kind of just thin, just to kind of seal them in place. In fact, I'm going to wipe off anything that comes out on the outside. And then I'm going to go ahead and kick it off. All right, so now, like we did before with the fins on the upper stage, we're going to take some masking tape and we're going to go around off to the side just a little bit. So I'm going like about a 32nd of an inch away from the edge of the fin so I can put down a bead of epoxy. I really want to press down hard when it goes over these weld lines so that the epoxy doesn't go underneath, because there's usually a gap right there. So I'm pressing down hard there and right in here. Press it down good, and then put your bead of epoxy in there. Now, while the epoxy is still in its green state, which means it's not fully cured, peel up the tape, clean off anything with alcohol, and then all the fins will be in place. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and the next time we see this rocket, my epoxy fillets will be on, and we'll be ready to start. Step 181 is where we'll pick up in the next video.